Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. There are conflicting letters from Chicago State University on Tinubu's certificate Supreme Court just declared. So this is what is happening right now. There are conflicting letters, and the Supreme Court finally has admitted articles, fresh evidence. Initially, they said they will not admit it. But guess what? They are beginning to admit articles, fresh evidence, and this is what is happening. But they said there are conflicting letters, messages, and they don't know which one to believe. So on that account, I can assure you for free that there's another mission statement, and this mission statement is to ensure that, they will tell you that on account that there is no clear-cut demarcation on what is going to happen, they will maybe rule out the case. That's what they are planning to do. Okay, with all that they have. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Breaking news, there are conflicting letters from Chicago State University on article certificate, Supreme Court declares. The Supreme Court has said there are conflicting letters from the Chicago State University on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's certificate. Justice John Okoro, chairman of the seven-man panel, has just declared. The Supreme Court has said there are conflicting letters from the Chicago State University on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's certificate. Justice John Okoro, chairman of the seven-man panel, hearing the application of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, presidential candidate of the People Democratic Party, filed against the victory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, said this on Monday morning. The Independent National Electoral Commission has declared President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress APC winner of the February 25th election, but his opponents went to court saying this is not right. The Presidential Election Petition Tribunal has struck out the appeals of Atiku and Obi of the Labour Party, but they headed to the Apex Court with Atiku asking to file extra evidence against Tinubu on alleged certificate forgery. Atiku had sought Tinubu's academic record from the Chicago State University so as to prove his allegation that the president submitted a forged document to INEC, which was the very reason why the Presidential Election Tribunal refused to admit Atiku's matter and dismissed it from the Presidential Election Tribunal. However, by the time the documents were released, the 180-day statutory period within which the election petition should filed and determine this has elapsed. But Atiku asked the court to grant his appeal to tender fresh evidence given the nature of the issue. Atiku kicked against this, saying granting such would amount to not Tinubu kicked against this, saying granting such will amount to abuse of court proceedings. Atiku predicated his plea on the grounds that presenting forged documents by any candidate, especially by one of the highest office in the land, is a grave constitutional issue and must not be encouraged. But Tinubu kicked, arguing that the issue is a pre-election matter, among others, subsequently prayed the court to dismiss the grounds for the application. Why faulting Tinubu, Atiku submitted that issues of merit ought not to be determined to be pronounced upon by the interim stage. Atiku also pointed out that the presentation of a forged certificate disqualifies a candidate for all time, no matter when presented. Speaking at the hearing on Monday, Justice Okoro said criminal matters have to be provided beyond reasonable doubt. But in this case, there are two conflicting letters from the same Chicago State University, one authenticating President Tinubu's certificate, another discrediting it. Which one do we rely upon? So this is what is happening right now. This is the matter just reaching us. They are looking for grounds again. Somebody say looking for grounds to dismiss, all the hard work of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. They are saying there is conflicting information, and as a result, they cannot admit, the Chicago State University matter, that has been brought before the court. So everybody is looking at it, and everybody is waiting to see patiently what could possibly be the next line of action and what the case will be. Because right about now, we all know what's going on, but some people want to do whatever they can to make sure that they are the ones who determines what happened. So this is what is going on, and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and everyone can see. So we want this country to be in the very best of position, but we cannot allow the same thing to happen over and over again. Every one of us have got a part to contribute. So the justice are all sitting looking at the cases and look at what is happening already. People are already coming up to say, there is conflicting information. The Chicago State University, they did not particularly state. One is saying he have this certificate. Another one is saying the certificate is not from them. But I want to ask this justice who wants to use his mouth to discredit whatever he's saying. Can you remember very clearly, very vividly well, that the registrar of the school also stood, okay, and he gave words under oath, okay, saying that indeed this certificate, indeed Tinubu attended their school, but the certificate was not from them. They don't know the certificate Tinubu presented. Is that not enough testimony? Because you're talking about letter. Letter is something that was written, but this is a testimonial, the testament of somebody who said they are not aware, they don't know anything about what has happened, that the certificate Tinubu rightly presented is not from them. The certificate Tinubu presented, that certificate is not from them. Is that not enough to hold on to this matter? Is that not enough to hold on to this matter? So this is what is happening. This is what is going on. And every single person can see for a fact that we will not continue to allow the same thing to happen because we want to cover up a lie. The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching. So what Nigerian judiciary is doing should know that they can either, whatever decision they make, will go a long way to affect this nation. Whatever decision they make will go a long way to affect this nation. For starters, look at the naira dropping like what, okay? And if the time that we should honestly, sincerely do what is needed to change the course of this nation, some people are not. They are not doing the necessary. All they are doing is their own, okay? And this is not right at all. So every one of us must do everything humanly speaking possible to ensure that this comes to an end. We must bring this to an end and bring this nation to where it needs to be. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.